News at 10. Thanks for joining us on the news tonight. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. This edition features flashback. President Bola Tinubu was in just the Plateau State capital today to attend the funeral service of the late mother of the All Progressives Congress National Chairman, Nantewe Yilwatda. The president, accompanied by top government officials and party stalwarts, joined mourners to pay his last respects to the matriarch, described as a woman of faith, humility, and service to humanity. Senior reporter Funum Joshua has more.
Dignitaries from within and outside the country gathered in just the Plateau State capital to pay their last respects to Mama Lydia Yilwatda, mother of the APC National Chairman, who passed away in August. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, alongside other top political and religious figures, attended the funeral service to honor her memory. In his condolence message, President Tinubu sympathized with the Yilwatda family, urging them to find comfort in the enduring legacy of love, discipline, and faith left behind by their matriarch. The president also used the occasion to reaffirm his administration's commitment to building a united and peaceful Nigeria, despite the challenges facing the nation.
Our deeds, character, our love to our fellow beings is what is important. Not to make trouble and faithful. The Almighty to pray to accept the soul of Lydia and give all that she left behind a blessing and glory. We say, may so rest in peace. Thank you very much.
My mother has lived on medication for 47 years. God has kept her and gave her additional 47 years to the time He said she may leave the world. Therefore, I'm here in appreciation to God for keeping her, allowing her to live additional 47 years.
It's my privilege and honor on behalf of the entirety of Nigeria, and particularly the good and loving people of Plateau State, to once again state that we are truly glad that we are receiving you in Plateau State today, Mr. President, and truly our hearts are comforted.
After the funeral service, President Tinubu held a closed-door meeting with church leaders from northern Nigeria, focusing on issues of faith, peace, and national unity.
Well, let's now talk to former Deputy Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense and Chairman, Burial Committee for Mama Lydia Yilwatda, Senator Estefanus Jiang. A distinguished, thanks for joining us on the news tonight. Let's begin with President Tinubu's presence in just earlier today. It's drawn attention beyond the solemnity of the moment. What does this visit mean for the people of Plateau and the message you think it sends about national unity at a time of deep political and ethnic divisions?
Thank you so much for having me. I want to appreciate this moment and to say that the visit and coming of the President to this very event today resonated not only in Plateau State but across the nation and indeed the globe. In Plateau State, it was while we were having this moment to give our mother a befitting burial, having the President was the icing on the cake. And the whole, our people came out massively to express joy over this show of how he came to comfort us and to be with us on this occasion of the burial of the mother of our brother, our leader, the APC National Chairman, Professor Nantewe Yilwatda. And today, the visit also was an opportunity for the people of Plateau State to appreciate the President for the sincerity and the purposeful steps he has taken in addressing the security situation, particularly in this state and across the nation. Although the situation is still one that has not been overcome, but because of the efforts he has made, it was an opportunity to appreciate him and to still urge him to do more and to ensure that terrorism and banditry is defeated across the country. The visit also afforded us to appreciate the very bold, courageous and audacious reforms that the President is embarking upon, not given to momentary popularity, but one that is pursuing a lasting legacy and posterity. And this is very something that we appreciate him for.
Indeed.
And we encourage him to continue with that, particularly to continue with the developmental initiatives, particularly the road that has been earmarked from Akwanga to Jos to Bauchi and to Gombe. And it was a moment for us to also reassure him of the commitment of the people of Plateau State to the peace, unity, progress, and prosperity of Nigeria.
I hear you, distinguished. And apparently, I'm sure stakeholders use that opportunity to use a single stone to kill many birds. But how will you describe Mama Lydia Yilwatda's influence? How will she be remembered? And what do you think political stakeholders can learn from her lifetime?
Her demise, her lifetime is one that she was a mother indeed, one that gave her life in the service of God and humanity. She was, along with her late husband, the father of our brother and leader, Professor Yilwatda, they were missionary pastors, and she demonstrated commitment in the upbringing, godly upbringing of our children in a godly way, and you can see the result today. They are all doing well, as can be seen in the life of our leader, the national chairman of the APC. And the lesson from there is that our background can be anything that may not be hopeful, may not be anything attractive, but with commitment and faith in God, which she had, and in the upbringing of our children, today we have seen what God has helped her to do. And in her death, what a great moment. The whole nation came, the president leading the team, to celebrate her life and to accord her a very befitting memorial and historic burial.
Well, the president's visit is coming amidst ongoing security concerns in Plateau, as you mentioned, and in other parts of the North Central. We're hoping that beyond the camaraderie that has been shown between the president and the state governor, that we're going to see a lot of workings together. And perhaps you just want to quickly touch on that in a minute, if you think this is bringing some form of assurances or signals that the Plateau people can heave a sigh of relief in this regard.
Once again, let me say that the policies of the president, particularly the security situation and the role that the armed forces and the security agencies have played so far, we are seeing an improvement, and we are looking forward to a total eradication of this situation. We are committed to the peace, to peace in our state. We are peace-loving. What has happened is not because we desire it, but it's an act of terrorism and banditry. But we want to appreciate Mr. President for the fact that through his policies, funding from FARC to states and local governments has increased tremendously, and all that we are desiring of the state government is for us to see that this increased funding is reflected in development in the state. And we would urge the state government particularly to take advantage of the policies of President Tinubu that have given rise to enormous and huge increase in the funding to the state and, of course, all other states. See that reflected in practical development terms in the state.
Good place to leave it. Senator Estefanos Jiang is former Deputy Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense, and Chairman Bearer Committee for Mama Lydia Yilwatda. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
In other news now, former President Goodluck Jonathan has discussed